Stefanie Maegan. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Because therapy is too expensive. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Who should I call to warm up? Who's going to get me like in a good mood? Let's call HK Brains. Motherfuck. I'm just so tired, and I think I'm just like in a new area of recording. Like, this is not the usual place that I record, and I think every time I'm in like a new place, I just have to like adjust. I'm just gonna call someone random and just see like who picks up. Like, I need like a friend to hype me up. Like, I need like a hype man. Who's like funny? Let's see if the twins pick up. I feel like they're hyped. You know? We'll see. Cammy.
Hello?
What are you doing?
Hi.
I'm recording. What are you doing? Oh my God, hi. Who's that?
Oh my God, we're walking to Abbey Kinney.
Oh my God,
What up, Broke Girl Therapy?
Oh my God, who is you? You're on the pod. I'm recording. Oh, it's hi.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Hi.
I can't
Hi,
see.
Broke Girl Therapy fans and
Listeners, tune in to Broke Girl Therapy. You get the best advice, hands down. No cap.
For sure.
Let's go.
For sure. Thank you for the
He's
plug.
a big fan of the pod.
Oh, thanks.
He loves your stuff.
Oh my God, I'm so flattered. I'm just
see.
trying to pregame before I call listeners because I'm just like my energy is low. So I was like, who can I call? And then I called you.
Ghostbusters. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do a quick icebreaker.
Okay. See, this is why I called
when
you.
was
Thank
the last time you got blacked out drunk?
Oh, when was the last time? Blacked out drunk? I don't know. I mean, last weekend I got drunk. Me and my boyfriend went out, and then like I got drunk and I threw up and had like bad acid reflux. But I don't know if I was like blacked out.
I don't know if that counts.
Okay.
Okay, what's your worst blackout drunk story? I have a really good one.
What's
One
yours?
time I was in college. Yeah, one time I was in college. It was actually like my first week there. And I went with a friend and another friend to a frat party. I had no idea where. We were like in the middle of Bumfuck, Texas.
Fuck.
I took a bottle of vodka and just started chugging. Next thing I know, a whole like truck full of people, like guys and girls, like had me in the bed of their truck and they're like, "What's your address? We're taking you home." And I was like, actually, I don't even know how I remember yelling my address, but I kept screaming my address. And then,
shit.
And then I got home, and like 10 people were knocking on the door, and my roommates answered, and they're like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Well, she just got trashed, so we brought her home." And then I fell asleep. And I woke up, and I woke up the next day. I went to my apartment complex to like pay my water bill or something. And this guy was like, "Hey, I saw you at the party last night." I had no idea.
Oh fuck. That's embarrassing.
Thank you.
I hate being blacked out.
That was very engaging.
That was very engaging.
Sorry, guys.
Well, I just thought of one really bad one too. This was like when I was 21. My friend Mary, shout out to Mary, she lived in San Diego. So I went to go visit her in San Diego. And we were like with a bunch of her friends at their place. And we had tequila. And I did not know how to drink back then. So I drank a lot. And like literally within 5 minutes, I don't know what happened. I just remember being on one of the person's bed that like lives there. And I farted. And as I farted, I threw up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On the person's bed, and everyone was like, the next thing I hear is like, I hear everyone just screaming for their lives. Like,
oh my God, that is traumatic.
Yeah,
Are
so
you
that was pretty
okay?
bad. Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh my!" Like, because they didn't know me, so everyone was like, "Who is this chick that farted and then threw up all over the bed?" That was me.
Nick, if you had peed, that would have been like the whole trifecta.
Oh my god! I wish I did. I wish I did do all of that at once.
I would have been thrilled if that had
I
happened.
know. That would have really like taken the cake. I don't even. I think I'm getting drunk
Oh my
now.
God. Well, for
Okay.
anyone out there listening, if you're new to drinking, just go slow, okay? Go slow.
Take
It's like
your
anal.
time.
Go slow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like anal.
Well, I gotta go because we're about to walk into a bar, but
Have
love
fun.
you.
Love
Talk
you.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a nice icebreaker. I think I could do one more person and call a friend. Should I just like call someone so random that I like haven't talked to in years and just see if they pick up? Oh my god, I gotta call Alphonse. Oh my god, I have to. He lives in New York, so I know it's late. Alphonse! What's up?
What up?
I'm recording an episode. I'm calling people, and I felt like calling a friend just to warm up before I called listeners. And I came across your name on my phone. I was like, I fucking missed this guy.
Word.
What are you doing?
I'm like half. I'm in Spain right now.
Are you in Spain? Oh my god, how fun!
Yeah, but
I love-
I'm really tired.
Yeah, no, go back to sleep. Can I put this on the pod? Do I have your consent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a quick hi and goodbye.
Okay. Love you. Be safe.
Love you. Let's catch up soon. Bye.
Okay.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm on a fucking roll. I'm just going to go through my phone book and just find the most random person ever and just call them. Let's see. Oh, Jonathan. Let's call Jonathan. Jonathan Soto. This is kind of fun. I like doing this. Hey, you're on the pod. You're live.
Hold on, let me put this.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Let me put on my earpods.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here.
Hi.
Hey.
I was really tired, so I've just been like randomly. I'm supposed to call listeners, but I just like didn't have the energy to. I'm still gonna call them, but I just needed to pregame and call people I knew first. So I've been going down my phone book and just seeing who picks up. And I'm so grateful for you. That makes me like, I feel like you always pick up. And that's what I love about you. Like, you will never go ghost. You will like not ignore my call and get like, you always get back to me, or you just pick up.
I always pick up your phone calls. I don't think
Just
I've ever recall not. Yes.
You always pick up my phone call. Like, I feel like, I don't remember a time where I'd be like, fuck you, Jonathan, for not picking up.
And I honestly love that you always FaceTime.
Right?
That's probably why I answer.
I love that. Yeah, I rather FaceTime because I think that that's more intimate.
Yeah, it's more personal.
Right? It feels like we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see your face. Like, you're so beautiful. And I'm also screen recording too. Can I put it on the pod?
Yeah, that's fine. That's why I got better lighting. Let me get my ring light. Let me get my ring light.
How are you? How's life? Congrats on graduating.
Life is good. I am just now in the job hunt interviews.
Yeah,
you know how that goes. But they're coming in, and I did get a job offer, but I declined because they didn't want to pay me what I wanted. So I was like, okay,
good for you. Know your fucking worth.
Yeah, Exactly. No,
Yeah.
they were trying to. We're in inflation right now. Like,
Right. You're like, it's expensive out here. Like, you can't be paying me shit. Aw.
Yeah, no.
Well,
But
I
it's
hope you get it.
going.
What are you trying to like get into? Just in case someone's listening and they're hiring.
If anyone's out there hiring, I'm open to anything in the broadcast television, industry. So either being a producer
Yeah.
behind the scenes, putting a show together, or being a reporter and being on the field and like creating stories, like video stories, pretty
Yeah.
much. So
What's your dream job? We're at a job interview right now. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So I see myself in 5 years. I've been saying this to all the people that I've been interviewing with. It's
Because
like
they fucking ask that question all the goddamn time, right?
They do, yeah. So I really I see myself doing entertainment reporting. So
Entertainment
E-News,
what?
that's like my
E-News,
entertainment reporting. E-News, Entertainment Tonight. So I know those are like kind of like tough jobs to get right out of college, and I'm totally aware of that. And I'm open to learning and getting better at what I do to get there,
Right, yeah. No.
Be on the red carpet.
Exactly. I see that for you. I think you'd be so good at that. Well, why don't you go back to YouTube and start making more vids again? I feel like that's like a good like practice and like a good,
I'm actually working right now on planning on doing an IGTV show.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, stay tuned for Jonathan's IGTV show. We had did you hear that one episode where I called a listener and they said that they like, oh, I go to school with your friend. And I was like, who? They're like, Jonathan Soto? They said they go to your school and they seen you like on the news.
Oh my God, how fun.
I know, right? I was like, oh, how cute. And I forgot to tell you. I was just hoping maybe like you'd listen, but it's fine.
I think I did get a message from someone, but they were on like the ones where you have to approve the messages.
Uh-huh.
And I think I just saw it, but I never replied. But
oh my God, you did.
They did.
Just kidding. It's hard. It's hard to reply to everybody. I get it. I'm awful at emails. I'm awful at text messages. I rather FaceTime.
It's quick. You get the message across quickly.
Exactly. We get to see each other face to face. Well, how's the dick?
Of course. There is none of that around here.
Okay. You're not only saying that because you're just trying to get a job right now. You gotta censor it.
No, I really, that's really,
if they listen to Broco Therapy,
been,
they're open.
I have not been on the prowl, or I have not been like actively like seeking or anything. I just been so focused on like,
doing
getting my career started.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I love you, Jonathan.
Along the coast.
Yeah,
love
literally.
You too, Steph.
Oh my
God. We keep going with our friendship. Years go.
Literally. Like, we won't talk for like a minute and then we see each other and it's like Fitum days.
Hey. It's like Fitum days.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I love you. Okay. Have a good day. I'll call you randomly again. Or you could call me randomly again. Whatever you want to do.
Will do.
Okay.
Love you.
Love ya. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Maybe I'm ready. This person, Brianna, shout out to Brianna. She said, I saw you at the Twee concert, but I didn't want to lose my spot, so I didn't say hi, laughing my ass off. Okay, I get this a lot. Like, people will comment or like message me saying like they spotted me somewhere, but then felt too nervous to say hi. Like, just say hi. Like, I want to see. I've never had anyone like actually come up to me and be like, hey, like, you're Stefanie from Broco. Like, I've never had that. But to like always get messages saying like, I saw you, but I didn't want to say hi. I'm like, what? Am I just like, do I look like a bitch in person? Like, you guys like can't approach me? Like, I would love to see you. Please come over and say hi to me. Anyways, it's called Brianna. So nervous.
Hello.
Hi, is this Brianna?
This is her.
It's Stefanie, and you're on Broco Therapy. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? I'm like so excited that I'm on.
I'm so excited that you emailed. And I saw that you were at the Twee concert, but you didn't say hi to me.
No, and I'm so sorry. I
That's
just
okay.
didn't say hi because I didn't want to lose my spot. I'm so sorry.
No. Don't be. Was it like outside when we were lining up?
So I was upstairs and I saw you and I was like, oh my God, I want to say hi. But this girl like next to me was already pushing me like to try to fit her boyfriend in. And it was like me and my husband in, and I didn't want to lose our spot.
Oh,
so I was like, and it was like, I didn't know. I just felt bad because I was like, I wanted to see the show from a good angle, but then I wanted to say hi to you because I love you.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, no, shout out to you for going to the Twee concert. I was so blacked out, like at that show. I'm not gonna lie. Did you see me up at
too? And
the drinks were strong, right? Or is it just me?
No, they were strong, and I was like, at the same time, I was like, thank God they're strong, but at the same time, I was like, oh God, they're strong,
right?
Because yes, they were so strong, and I don't even remember the end of the night because
I was gonna say I
was so drunk.
I don't remember the end of the night. I like briefly remember that I was like outside. I guess the show was done, and I was like talking to this guy, and I guess he's like Twee's like he like shoots all Twee's music videos. I have to tell her, and he shoots all Twee's music videos, and we were just like talking, and then I was like crying, saying that I was so happy that like an Asian American was like doing well in like music. And to like random stranger.
Oh my God, that's so funny. No, but you introduced me to Twee, so like you were kind of like the reason why me and my husband went out to the Bay for a weekend trip by ourselves.
Oh my God, because you wanted to see Twee because you listened to her on the show?
Yes. That is exactly why, because I love her voice, and I met her through you because I was like binging your show.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's pretty good. And I was like, I want to go see her. And like Oakland from Fresno is only like,
oh yeah, it said you're from
3 hours away. So
yeah, it said you're from Fresno. Oh my God. So we have a lot to talk about here. First off, shout out to you, like for supporting me and then listening to Twee, and then I'll go to her concert and everything. Like, her music is fucking great. Like, I wasn't like just trying to bring her on just to bring her on. Like, she is so good. So I'm such a fan and like love her. Like she's like the dopest person ever. But now,
yes, like her music. I'm sorry, you go.
No, you go. I'm just on one.
I was sorry. I was just gonna say, like, her music really brings me back to like that old school like 2000s vibes, you know, like where it's like that R&B, like that, where you're like in love, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like no, like I definitely would have had Twee like on my MySpace. Like Twee's music just reminds me of MySpace, you know?
Yes.
So,
yes,
like,
it really does.
Like I love it. I'm like such a huge fan, and anyone who's listening should go check out Twee. So yeah, shout out to
check out Twee.
Shout out to Twee.
The thing that really got me into your podcast was like I binge watched it. Okay, so I barely got into it like I think the end of 2021, beginning of 2020.
Okay,
and like
welcome.
You started in like what
2016.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I wish I had it I wish I mostly listened to your podcast in like 2018 because that's when I was on my bullshit of like Tinder and Bumble and like dating and like doing this and doing that, and it was just like horrible. I was like, it was.
So like,
I was on my bullshit.
But you're
like,
married now. So you're married now. How did you meet your husband?
At a party.
Love that. Classic.
At a party where
organic.
Yes. Yes. It was okay. So it's funny because we met at a party that my friend. Okay, so I moved out of my apartment in Fresno because my roommate was a fucking bitch.
We all have.
And I moved back to. Yes, and I moved back to Kingsburg, and I was like, I'm not gonna go out. And then she like hit me up one more time. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll go out. Didn't know anybody there except for my friend, and then I met my now husband there. We played beer pong together.
Oh my God, I love that. What a millennial, like, young thing to do.
Right? We were there the whole night. We like, made out, whatever. We got lap dances together. It
Lap
was a vibe.
dances. Oh my God! Wait,
Yes,
we didn't do that in the
yes.
suburbs. We didn't do that in Valencia.
Girl.
Fresno gets
There's
down.
one specific Fresno gets down, and there's one group of people that I hung out from Fresno. They always had they always had 1 to 2 strippers at every fucking party. So, yeah, it was crazy.
Why
So
did I
get
grow
there
up in
and-
Fresno? Wow.
I don't know, because for the longest I was like, ew, Fresno. But then, like, when I started going out and started meeting other people from Fresno, I'm like, you know what, Fresno's not really that bad. Like, we know how to party.
Yeah, no, my boyfriend tells me a lot of stories. Like, he definitely went through his like hoe phase because he was like in radio and like, thought he was so cool. Sorry, I'm like throwing shade. Like, like because he was young. When you're young and you're just like in the
cool
scene
Fresno,
and
like-
stuff. Yeah. I love
Yes.
that. Shout out to
But it
Fresno.
Shout out to Fresno, because we know how to party even though other cities say we don't.
Yeah, no, it's because, y'all know how to party for sure. Wait, so if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am
Good lie.
28.
28. Okay. So
Yeah.
like late 20s.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I like kind of miss
Yeah.
my late 20s. Something about
Yeah,
like your
that's
late
why
20s
I
is
really-
great.
It really is, because I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like shit that bothered me when I was like in my early 20s, like I don't care about now.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
you're not as immature as like your early 20s, but you're also like not
Yeah.
as like tired as being in your 30s, like myself. Like you're kind of
Yes.
tired. Like
No.
you're kind of tired, but you're still like you still have like stamina in life. But like I feel like
Yeah.
as you like being 31, I love being in my 30s, don't get me wrong, but it's like like
Mhm.
it is like a mental preparation just to like socialize. Like before I like called you and like decided to call everybody else, like I had to like warm up and call my friends just to like get energy because I was exhausted.
Bitch, I had to get drunk
Yeah.
to feel like not nervous.
No, like it took me so long to set up and do everything, and like by the time I was like sitting down, I was like, I am so exhausted, but like I'm here. I have to do like I need to do this. I want to do this, but I like have to get drunk. So I was just calling
No,
people.
me too.
Oh my god, I love that. Okay, great.
Like literally I like finished the bottle of wine because I was like, I was so happy, but I was so nervous.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
I
it's
was like,
fine. I feel like
I've never done this.
Have you ever been on a podcast before?
No, of course not. Like, you're the first podcast that I ever like felt like ballsy enough to like send my number in and to call. I didn't even think you would call me, to be honest. I was like,
Aw.
oh, I'm just gonna do this, and like,
Well, I'm glad you sent it and like I proved you wrong.
I was the one who sent you the tweet or the DM on Twitter of like the anal ease.
The what?
So
The anal.
the anal ease. It's just like gel that you like rub on your like.
That was you. You
butthole.
sent me that. Oh my god, I've been meaning to tell the
Yes.
twins about it. I feel like they probably already know, but like I need to get that. Oh my god, bitch! I'm gonna say it here.
Yes,
I haven't even
it worked.
I haven't told any. Did I say it on the show? I can't remember. No, I haven't because this was the night of the Tweet concert. Oh my god. Okay, no, I have not said it on the pod yet. Okay, so the night of the Tweet concert, like those, and you were there. The drinks were strong, and
Yes.
you know, me and my boyfriend, we were just like horny or whatever, and then like. This is very graphic. We were doing doggy style, and then like I think he was just like really drunk too that he accidentally put it in my like butt. And then and I was just like, fuck it, just keep going. And so we did anal, bitch. You heard it
that
here
is
first.
so great because when you were probably doing it, I was probably too. So we were doing
Did you
it.
do anal that night too?
Probably because I was so blacked out. I was like,
I love that we had the same night.
the drinks were strong.
I know.
We honestly probably did.
That's so funny.
Because my original plan is to like keep going out that night. Because like we've never spent the night in Oakland. Like we've only spent the night in like Frisco or something.
Mm.
But like we wanted to like see Oakland like at night. But we got so drunk at the concert that we were just like we just went back to the the hotel and we did the thing. And
Do you do
yeah.
like anal? So I'm assuming you do anal often. Do you mind if we put this on the show? I can keep you anonymous. If you
I don't
want.
care.
Okay. I was just like,
No,
we're gonna talk about anal real quick.
No, but I do not do anal that often.
Okay, but you did anal that
Only-
night.
Yes, because I was probably drunk to where I could not feel the pain.
Yes, that me too. I was like, at first I was like, I mean, might as well. We're here. It's in there. I'm like just keep going. And then eventually I had to stop because I think I was just like, I'm doing anal, and then like, and then it hurt,
Yeah, but at first it doesn't because I don't know. Like I've broken a nail to where it broken like half off of my like thumb, like my actual real nail, and it didn't even hurt when I was like super drunk. So I know I have a pain tolerance when I'm like, no, it was a different night.
In general. Sorry. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
The jinx
No,
are strong.
I just know that when I'm like, I just know when I'm drunk, like I have a certain pain tolerance. But the first time we tried that like Analee's like gel, that strawberry, it's like a gel that has like a strawberry scent to it.
And this is on Amazon, right?
It's on Amazon.
Okay.
Yes, it's only like I want to say it's only like $12 or $13.
Okay.
And it lasts a while because we tried it. Okay, so we tried it when we went to Vegas, and all you do is get a little bit, and you rub it on your butthole. You wait like a couple minutes, and you're literally good to go. And
so does it just like
enjoyable.
Does it just like numb it? Like, what's the difference between that and lube?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It numbs it.
Wow.
It numbs it, and it provides some kind of lubrication. It makes everything so much more enjoyable.
This is like
I'm not even lying. It really is. That's why I'm like, you should try it if you want to like dabble into anal.
I will.
Like I said, I don't do it often.
Okay.
But if I do, then I would do that.
But we did do it the same night.
I can remember.
And that's all I need to know is we both did anal the night of Twee's concert.
Yeah, which was so fun. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I love that. I love that we had like I feel like I don't feel alone, Like I feel like it feels special that I shared that like moment with you. That we like,
like, girl, me too. I'm like that concert was so good.
It was
the concert
was
so good. The drinks were strong.
And I was like crying because I was like Asian people, and I was so happy. Like it was obnoxious.
No, I saw that, and I mean, I'm not Asian. I'm Mexican, but
I mean, I'm Mexican too, basically.
Just kidding,
I'm basically, but I know I'm not. But
no,
basically.
Yeah, no, I completely get it because I was like, no, I get it, like. Asian representation. You want your own people's representation. And that night it was definitely Asian representation.
For sure. Especially when she brought out Pilo and who's Filipino. I think that's when I cried, is when it was her and Pilo, and I was like, it's Filipino. And I just I think on my story, I did this whole thing. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, no.
No, don't be embarrassed because it's true. It's
true, but I just get
no.
When I get drunk emotional, I get embarrassed about it. I don't know why. I'm like, okay, relax.
No, I get it because I get the same way. But I completely get it.
Oh, well, I love that. Well, any last words on your end? I'm acting like you're here on the pod because I have to call a few other people, but you were the first person I called.
No way. I was kind of scared of that because I was like, what if she calls me and I'm not sufficiently wine drunk enough?
Well, I love that I pre-gamed. I think my instincts was call your friends, get drunk before I called you guys. So I think it was again, me and you are on the we do anal the same time. We get drunk at the same time.
We're both Aquariuses.
Wait, yeah, that was on your email. Oh my God, you're an Aquarius. This makes sense.
Yeah.
This makes all the sense.
So that's
I bet
Right?
you,
That's probably why, because you're an Aquarius and I'm an Aquarius.
and I bet you every Aquarius person that night also had anal. If you like, that would
Imagine.
be. It was Aquarius anal night.
Like we,
Like everyone.
right? We like anally synced and shit.
Literally, like I think, like I just now we're like wine synced. I don't know. Anyways, we'll thank the stars for that.
I do have a question.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get into questions.
What is your favorite wine? Because I'm always wondering, like, what wine does this bitch drink? Like, what does she love so much? Like, what is your favorite wine?
It's rosé, and it was specifically the bubbly, like rosé. I don't like. I love anything bubbly. That's why I'm always burping. Is because like all the carbonation that I drink when I'm on the show. Like when I'm burping, just know I'm drinking something bubbly. Like that's where that comes from.
Okay, honestly, I don't even mind the burping because
thank you.
I drink a lot of shit bubbly and I burp all the time at work. So I'm like, whatever.
And I love
it got to come out one way.
Thank you. I love my sparkling water. Like I love everything bubbly. So yeah.
Right? At least you're drinking sparkling water and not soda.
Exactly. That's what I tell myself.
I'm over here drinking soda.
I love soda, but like I get the LaCroix and I'm like, this is my soda.
Not right? Sponsored. Like I'm healthy. Fuck you.
Exactly. I'm hydrating. It's fine.
Right.
Well, I love you and I had so much fun chatting with you tonight. If you ever, run into each other again, just sacrifice your spot and say hi. Just kidding.
I probably will, bitch, because I fucking love you. I feel like we could be friends in real life.
I think so too. Like I feel like I was just talking to someone I like already knew. Like we went through a lot together just right now. Like we did anal together. Right. We did a lot. So I think that we're in sync. So I love that.
Right. Okay.
Well, thank you. Right. Have a good night. Keep drinking wine. I'm gonna keep. This is my first bottle. I got a second bottle, so. It's gonna be a fun
keep
night.
Drinking because I'm gonna keep drinking with you. I'll be here in Fresno drinking.
if you ever see me in Fresno too, like if we ever run into each other, like please say hello. I want to meet you in person. I feel like I'm gonna run into you.
I hope so.
I feel like I'm gonna run into you. Like something in my soul. Like if we already did anal at the same time, we're gonna run into each other. So I think it's gonna happen.
Oh my god. Girl, if we ever drink together, we got to keep the Tylenol on stand the next day. I'm telling you that.
Okay, we got to do this.
If we drink together, we're gonna drink. We're gonna drink.
If it's wine and tequila, I'm down. Wine.
This is wine, tequila, vodka, beer, anything. We are gonna drink anything.
Okay,
we are gonna party like we're not 30.
Right. Let's tell my body that. Hopefully she understands.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Brianna. I love you. I appreciate you. You're the fucking best. All right, bye.
You are more. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
She is so fucking cool. Like, how many times did I throw out an anal joke in there? Like, I think that I, will never, stop living that down. Like, we both did anal the same night. Imagine I told Twee that. Like, I wonder, I don't know if she would. I don't know. I'm probably going to mention it. Let's call someone. Okay. I have a feeling this next person is going to be a blast. Wait, she's also a fucking Aquarius. This is an Aquarius night. No, that's Arabian Night. Arabian Aquarius night. What's that one? Age of Aquarius. Oh, yeah. So it's Aquarius night, y'all. I wonder if she did anal that day. Let me see when Twee's concert was. No, I'm going to ask her if she did anal that day. When did I go to the Twee concert? It was the May 21st. So let's see if she did anal on May 21st. And it will prove that Aquarius is all over the world. And May 21st was doing anal. Yeah. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, Brenda. She doesn't want to stay anonymous according to her email. So let's call her.
Hello?
Brenda?
Hi.
Hi, it's Steph. Sorry. Brenda,
Hi.
how are
Hi.
you? Can I use your name
good.
or do you want to stay anonymous? His email says no, you don't have to be anonymous, but want to double
No, I
check.
can say my name.
Brenda, what's up? Hi.
Hi.
What the fuck
Oh
is
my gosh, my
up?
heart's racing. Nothing, just moving my car.
You're in Oakland right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing in Oakland?
Yep. Just
I'm in Oakland too.
visiting my boyfriend.
Does he live in? Okay, wait. Hold on. I forgot to read this message out loud to everybody. But so your boyfriend lives in Oakland. I'm drunk now. Your boyfriend lives in Oakland,
Yeah.
and he's a Cancer, and you're an Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah.
We have the same life.
I know. I'm very creeped out.
And where are you from?
I'm from Napa.
Okay, so you're not from like LA. That would have been really weird.
No, I could have been born in LA actually, but
I love that. When I
No.
think of Napa, I think of the Parent Trap. I'm sure you hear that all the time.
oh my gosh, yeah. I've never been to the Parent Trap House though. You know what? I think it's a winery now.
Oh, is it? Ugh, I love
Mhm.
that. I do want to go to Napa soon.
Mhm.
But how are you?
You've never been there?
I've never been to Napa. I want to get wine in Napa.
Oh my gosh, you need to get wine drunk.
I do need to get wine. I need to get wine down. I don't know.
No, I'm good. I just thought it was my boyfriend's little brother's 15th birthday party.
Aw,
So we
cute.
went to Concord. Yeah, we went to Concord and celebrated. We had like a birthday dinner at Lazy Dog, so it was cool, really nice. I had a chicken Alfredo, super freaking good.
I love Lazy Dog. They have a
I just
Lazy Dog
found
in
out about it
Valencia.
this year.
They have a Lazy Dog in
Uh-huh.
Valencia, and I love it. It was like the spot to go in Valencia.
I love that they have so many options of
They have
food.
everything.
It's like the
Yeah.
cheesecake, but better.
Yeah, it's so
Personally.
good. And I just love that place. It reminds me of the suburbs. And that's where
Wait,
That's
what do
what-
you get?
I don't even know, what do I get? I haven't been there in years. So I think it really just I think I would always just get a mixture of everything. And going to Lazy Dog in Santa Clarita where I grew up was the nightlife. People went to Lazy Dog and mall restaurants for fun.
Uh-huh.
So that sounds so lame. But that was the thing.
No.
So we would go and I think it was a lot of times I'd order food from the bar and order drinks or something like that.
Uh-huh. What
Yeah.
drinks do you get?
Back then I was a beer girl. Isn't that weird?
I hate beer.
I can't. I love beer actually, but it's just I get so bloated.
Yeah, because of all, I think, what is it, the wheat?
The
that's in
wheat,
there or
yeah.
something?
I just get so so I kind of leaned off of that, and now I do more so rosé, anything bubbly, which I don't know if that helps with being bloated or not, but
I don't know. I stick to my fruity drinks and my white wine.
I love and
Or
white
just
wines.
straight up tequila.
Wait, we drink the same thing.
Stop.
No, I love tequila.
Are you
I don't.
soulmate?
I think we're soulmates. Okay, I have a really random. I have a random question, and this is
What?
not going to make sense to you until you listen to the episode. And I
Okay.
could cut this out if you feel weird for asking. On May 21st, did you do anal?
Oh, no.
No.
I've never done that.
Okay, never mind. Then that
I'm
doesn't.
too scared.
Okay, you're too. It's fine. I tried it that night, and then yeah.
Oh, okay, so I'm catching up on all your podcasts right now, right? And I just listened to the podcast where you were with Cammie and Nikki talking about you doing anal or something like that, and she was talking about her period.
Oh, the period sex and the anal ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do anal yet when I
And then-
recorded that. This is new. This is
I know, because you're like,
exclusive.
the next episode, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, congrats. How was it?
You know, it was like a drunk. It was a drunk.
You were drunk?
It's the only way to do it. I'm not going to do that sober. Like, I think that, like, I need to, like, numb everything. It was, like, by accident. Like, we just kind of did it out of the whim. So it was, like, it felt good, but I think. You what?
It was an accident.
It was, because, like, you know, we were doing doggy, and he, like, put it in, like, the whole, like, we were both really drunk, and then he, like, put in, like, the butt, and then I was like, you know, I was like, well, actually, like, just keep going, and then, like, we kept going, and then I think it, like, hit me, like, my sober self was like, you're doing anal right now, and then I was like, ow, stop.
You're, like, halfway, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm just doing it.
I mean, he penetrated a good amount of time, like, there, you know, it was, like, a good solid minute that he was, like, penetrating it, so it was fine.
I'm like traumatized. Okay, so in high school, this girl, there was a story of this girl who, she had a boyfriend, obviously, and she did it, and when he took it out, it was like poop. Supposedly, it, like, circulated the whole school.
Oh, what?
And I was like,
this was in the pool?
I'm never doing that.
Wait.
No, it was poop. Poop. When he pulled out, there was poop.
Oh, wait, and this happened to your friend? Oh, this happens all the time.
No, she was, no, yeah, I didn't know that, but I was little. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
That was like your first
like,
kind of introduction.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Yeah.
that's really what's like stopped me from like doing it for all of my life. But it like it was something that I like knew I wanted to do like once I was serious with someone. Like I don't think I could just do like anal with like
no.
like no, yeah, like that's like weird. And so that's why I've been like open to it, and we just randomly did it that one night. So, but
well, good for you. I'm happy you did it.
Thank you. You are the second person to know. You what?
Really?
Yes, they're
I'm
literally
the second person.
yes. No one has heard it on the pod. Like that's exclusive gossip about. That's exclusive
I feel
tea.
so special.
Yeah. So, like. Yeah, like it's great. Yeah, I haven't been much on the podcast. Like no one knows I've done anal, so like there you go. I'm almost done with this bottle, and I'm having a good time.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking rosé.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like
I had Hennessy for the first time like a month ago, and it was good.
you know,
I thought it was gonna be terrible because everyone's like it's like gasoline, and I drank it, and I was like, it's pretty good.
yeah.
Maybe because I like hard liquor.
Oh, you do? Okay, that's why. I don't really like hard liquor like that. Like, I don't want to, like, taste the liquor. I just want to, like, take a shot and, like, get it over with and, like, get me drunk. That's it.
No, I can go. It's my Mexican blood. I just take shots.
I love that. You know
I
what?
wanna get
Everyone that
arrested.
listens and I talk to on the show is Mexican or, like, Hispanic.
I realized that. I don't know why.
What? Y'all love me. I love it. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm into it.
You're an honorary Latina.
I think it's
Mexican.
because, like, I look like it, you know? So maybe. Maybe that's why it feels like we know each other.
Maybe also because probably your like background was like your immigrant parents.
Yeah.
And then I think that's why.
It's very similar. I mean, Filipinos, you know, the culture is very similar, like in you know, a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Like even the language, like we have some Spanish, like in our language, you know.
No.
So
Yes. There was this episode you did with HK, and he said he did a lechon with two guys or something. Right?
Yes. When
And
he
then
was
literally
spit roasted.
a few weeks before that, I had lechon for the first time, and I thought it was like a Mexican thing. But then you're like, oh, it's lechon. And I'm like, oh my god, it's Filipino too.
It is. I mean, like, because lechon means
didn't
like
know that.
pig in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same. It's because like a lot of Tagalog is like the same like words that are like Spanish, just because we were like, you know, colonized and all that stuff. So like, it's like it's probably what kind of lechon did you eat? Because I'm sure maybe it was like your own version. We have like a Filipino version, but it's just called lechon, which is like a Spanish word.
Well, I didn't make his mom. My boyfriend's mom made it, but
oh, is he Mexican too?
I mean, Yeah.
I love that.
So the way she served it, it was like pork, but it was all like kind of pulled pork basically, but not like the sauce or anything. And then they like served it with like some green salsa that was like spicy.
Ooh,
And then
was it
with the
crispy?
tortilla.
Like, was there was lumpia
No.
too?
I don't know what lumpia is.
Oh, I thought you said lumpia, or I'm just hungry. Lumpia is like an egg, like
No.
a Filipino egg roll.
I said tortilla.
Oh, tortilla. I heard my Filipino ass was like lumpia. Sorry.
I've
Same
never
thing.
tried lumpia.
You should. Everyone loves it. It's an egg roll. You can't go wrong.
I've never had an egg roll.
What? Have you ever been to
Yeah.
Panda Express?
Yeah.
And
I
you never-
just went this week actually.
And you never had an
No,
egg roll?
I've never had an egg roll. Okay, so the thing is, I don't like fried. What is it? A tortilla? I'm not into fried food.
You're not into fried. Okay. So maybe that makes sense. I don't know if it's like a tortilla. I don't even know what the wrap is. I don't really cook.
I don't know what it looks like. A tortilla.
It's an egg.
I don't cook. I don't cook. I don't.
But yeah. Anyways,
Mhm.
let's dive into you. So, how long have you been with your man?
We actually just celebrated 7 months of being officially together
Aww.
and 9 months of like starting to talk.
Aww.
But it like feels like we've known each other our entire lives.
How long did you guys like know each other before you started dating?
No. Okay, so the story is
Okay. I love a
I went
story
on
time.
Bumble.
Okay.
I went on Bumble because one of my friends was getting married. And I was like, I'm not going to show up by myself. I need a dancing partner. So I was like, I'm going on the app. So I went on the app
Okay.
to look for a dancing partner. And I found my boyfriend. His name is Hector.
Aw.
I found Hector. And I didn't even end up going to the wedding. And then he just
Why did you go to the wedding?
because I had my cousin's like baby shower to go to.
Okay. Your
'Cause I
friend
had to
wasn't
make the
mad?
cake. Nah.
Okay. That's cool. I love that.
Nah.
Who cares?
Yeah, and so he just turned into my boyfriend.
Aw.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hector.
Yeah,
And
like,
he's from Oakland?
Yeah.
I
Born
love
and
that.
raised.
What part of Oakland are you guys in? Or is he in?
It's like I think he's like San Leandro.
Okay.
I
So
am
like by
San
like the
Leandro, but he's
marina?
by the airport.
Wait, but I'm curious. What
No.
is it like dating like a guy from Oakland?
What do you mean? What it's like? I don't know.
I feel like my boyfriend is like, I love him, but he's like paranoid. Like maybe because like I like grew up in the valley, so I'm not as like, you know,
Paranoid and security, like going out, or what do you mean paranoid?
like in you know when you like kind of grow up in like the area and you like seen some shit, and
Yeah.
he's kind of like, oh yeah, you don't like like kind of like street smart. Like okay, it's like. Sometimes he's always like, oh no, it's Oakland out here. It's Oakland. We can't like just be walking around. You get robbed. Like we in Oakland. Like
I saw your story.
yeah,
like,
and I was just like,
photos.
yeah. I'm like, LA's like a hot mess too. Like
It
cute.
is bad.
It's pretty bad out there. But I don't know. But I'm like, is all Oakland people like this? Or is it just
I
my
think
boyfriend?
so. I mean, I'm also very paranoid. Just
Okay.
Because I'm up North Valley. He doesn't consider it the Bay Area. You can ask Brian.
Yes.
But it is
Dude,
the Bay Area.
people who are like from the Bay Area, they're just so like, yeah, not like they're very particular of like what the Bay Area is.
We got into an argument about it. He's like, it's not the Bay Area. It doesn't touch the water. Bart doesn't go over there. And I'm like, it's the Bay Area. The water goes to us, to the Napa River.
That's
But
so
anyways,
funny.
no, so I'm planning on moving over here. Not anytime soon. We're taking it very slow. We take things very slow. Planning on moving over here, and I was looking at like houses around Oakland and all that stuff, and I'm like, "Ooh, this one's cheap. It's really cute." And I send it to him. He's like, "Any street that begins with a number is very dangerous." And I was like, "Oh,
it's so true.
Okay,
I feel like I've caught that on with Oakland too. Anything that starts with a number might be like, You know, like every time my
It's
boyfriend's like,
dangerous.
oh yeah, he grew up on so and so street. Like when it has like, you know, it's like on 50th Street. It's like, oh damn, what's on 50th Street?
Yeah, I heard 98 is very dangerous.
Oh really? Oh wow, I'll ask
I
him.
think that's the number. I don't know, but
It's always a number though.
Yeah.
It's always a number. Excuse me. It's always a number
Oh,
that he's like,
bless
oh
you.
yeah, watch out for, you know,
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
67th Street, and you're like, whoa, like what's on 67th?
What happened there?
Right. It's always like, I don't, but you know, he will drive me around Oakland, and he'll call it like the Hood Safari, and just like tell me like the background and the history of Oakland, because he's like born and raised here, so he takes a lot of pride, and he like knows the history, and he's
Is
like
he a
seen
Raiders
some
fan
shit.
too?
What was that?
Is he a Raiders fan too?
Oh my God, is he a Raiders fan? Yes. Jeez. I had to take shit down
Right.
off the wall, because I was like, we're like, this whole wall is consumed of Raiders merch. This needs
Did
to
you take
go.
off his plate?
Did I what?
Did you take off the red? Did you take off the red curtains?
No, they're still there. They're still there. I love that you listened to that episode.
I just listened to it. I just listened to. I listened to your podcast while I'm working. I was moving boxes of files yesterday,
Oh my God.
and I was like laughing.
That's so funny. I know his red curtains are still there. Yeah, no, I'm I haven't gone to the curtains yet. I've got some like new furniture, but the curtains I haven't gone to
Oh.
yet. But that's that's so funny. That's how I know you really, because I always think, I'm like, did anyone listen to that one? I mean, I see the numbers, but I'm like, no one's like brought it up. So thank you.
No, I listen to it. There's
Aw.
times where I'm like working, and I just stand there and stare at the screen because I'm listening.
Oh my God.
It's very risky, but
I love that.
anything to get through the day.
How did you hear, like, how did you find out of the podcast? I'm just curious.
TikTok.
Love that. Shout out to TikTok.
Honestly, TikTok is amazing.
It's been very like helpful for me. Like it's kind of TikTok has changed my life, I will say.
Oh, for sure. The algorithm is amazing there. A lot of people have taken off because of it.
First, like, yeah, it's definitely, well, the algorithm has like changed a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's changed a little. It made it a little harder to like go viral, I guess, according to some people. But
Then how do you go?
I don't know. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna post what I like, and not think about it, because like once you start thinking too much into shit like that, it just becomes like stressful. So I'm like, somebody will see it.
Okay, here's a story.
Okay.
I went viral
Did you?
as an egg.
As an egg? Wait.
As an egg.
What happened in your video?
It was at the time where the song "When the Sky Comes Falling,"
Yeah.
the
Sun don't
sure
shine.
thing by the gal. Even on the sky comes falling.
Wait.
Something like that. I forgot. How does it go?
Even when the stars don't shine. No, no.
That one.
Yeah. Miguel.
Yeah, I posted that one. So it was like a fertilized egg, and I just put my eyes, my nose, and my mouth, and I put the caption as my eggs waiting to be fertilized. I don't know why, but people thought it was so funny.
I feel like I probably have seen that. I feel like that sounds funny. I would probably like that.
I'm still getting likes, and I posted that like over a year ago.
That's crazy. How many views did you get?
I think like over 1 million.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Isn't it crazy? Like, what I love about TikTok is like you could just be any random ass person and you could go viral. Like,
Yeah,
like before
Yeah.
it was only like it was very rare, but now you could like it's yeah.
yeah. I'm an accountant that went viral as an egg. Like, what are the chances? And then my family sent me the
fucking egg.
video. I'm an egg. And then my family sent
the video and be like, oh, look at this funny video. And I'm like, it's me.
You're like, I'm the fucking egg.
I'm the egg.
I don't know why it's so funny to me. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's like you're just posting it just to be silly, and the next thing you know, you're going viral as a fucking egg. Like, like
For real, I posted it. I was mad when I posted it. And because I tried doing it over and over again, and it wasn't coming out perfectly. And I was like, F this, I'm just going to post it.
yeah.
And I wake up, and I'm blowing up, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Oh my
But
God.
yeah,
I love that.
I went back to the label.
That's a good story. You can always be like, yeah. Like, like 2 truths and a lie. Like, that could be one of your truths, Like, I went viral on TikTok as an egg. And no
That
one...
would have been perfect for my Bumble profile.
Oh, my God. Yes.
That would have been perfect. It's too late to go back.
Just put it on there just to do it. No.
I'm not going on there. I found my man.
That's true. Oh, I love that. So is he like forever, bae?
I think so.
Aw. Do you want like kids? Do you want to get married?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so he wants 4 kids.
4?
I'm like, okay.
In this
I know.
like inflation? Sorry.
That's what I think. No, we're gonna wait it out.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
It's like a little stable. I mean, accidents happen, but
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about like marriage and all of that. We want to get married in Italy. That would be so awesome. Like Kardashian.
Yeah, that's
You're
like
invited.
you're so
It's
Courtney
fine.
and you're so Kravis.
What did she say?
Travis, let's mosh.
I just finished watching the Hulu show while I was.
Did you? That's where I got it from. Cause the like thing. Yeah.
I finished the whole season 1 week at work. I got in trouble at work
Oh my
I
God!
was
For
watching-
watching the Kardashians.
on my phone. Yeah.
See, that's the
Oh,
shit
like-
that I used to do, and that's why I always got fired. So maybe you should
Now
not do
I'm
that.
following your footsteps.
Yeah, no,
No.
I like would do shit like that. Like I've had like bosses like be over my shoulder as I'm like on Tinder.
Oh my god, I used to do that too.
Yeah, and I'm just like, let me live my life. Like, I can't be like a
No, but the thing-
robot.
No, for real. The thing is, I get all my work done really fast. And
See,
I'm
the
like,
thing
just
is, I
sitting there
don't.
twiddling my- No, I like to get. So the thing, how I think about it is, I get all my work done,
Yeah.
and then I have time to relax.
Oh.
And then my boyfriend's the opposite. He's like, I'm gonna relax and then procrastinate. And I'm like, that's not how you do it. Mm-mm.
I sound like your boyfriend. Like I feel like I thrive better when things are last minute and
I get
rushed.
stressed out.
I just feel like if
And then I
I
get
have, I mean, obviously this is like linked to ADHD, but like it's just like having like an intense deadline like makes me like helps me be more focused. If I know I have time, I'm kicking back. I try to do better. I try to get ahead on things just to relax because I do see the benefit of that. And I've, been there, but it's not the case all the time. But anyways, back to you. Continue. So you want to get married in Italy, Kravis style.
Yeah. But Brian has to DJ.
Wait, what?
Brian has to DJ.
Brian has to
The wedding.
DJ? My boyfriend?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to DJ. I mean, he kind of DJs, but he's not like a DJ.
Well, no, but you said he's choosing a song for your wedding.
Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't trust him to be a DJ. Like, he can make a really good playlist. Like, he's kind of practicing his DJ, but he's never like DJ'd in front of people. He's not like a DJ. He just could really craft a really good playlist.
Well, that's all you need for a wedding.
That's true.
A good
Just
playlist.
press play and like let that shit. Okay, I'll let him know. I'll let him know. He'd be down, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, in Italy, of course.
Fuck yeah. I need to get out of the country. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 26.
Okay.
Right?
26,
Yes.
right? 26
I
is a good
forget.
age. 26 is a
Yeah.
good age.
I'm excited to turn 30.
You're excited to turn 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love being 30, but I'm also battling with being 30 right now.
Why?
I'm tired of being tired. I think sometimes I like look back to like my late 20s, not my early 20s. My early 20s, I could never look back at that. Like my late 20s, like being 26 to like 20, like 8 is perfect. Like there's like this level of like, you know, you're mature, but you're still a little naive in a fun way. And you have a lot of energy. And when you hit 30, I mean, I'm still really young. I don't want to act like I'm like old and shit. Like I'm healthy. I'm fine. It's all great. But I'm tired, dude. I'm fucking tired.
Darn.
So
I'm already tired.
right. Like it's tired. Like it's a lot of like, I feel like the old me was always so like on like just so much energy. But now I'm like so much more chill. But in a lot of ways, it's great. I appreciate it because I needed to calm down because I was chaotic. But sometimes I'm like, I want to have fun, and then I'm like, I'm sleepy. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm over here falling to 9:30.
oh my god, I'm like
Not-
tipsy as hell.
Okay, this sounds like I sound like an alcoholic, but I want to get drunk. I haven't got drunk in a long time.
You
Probably
should get
since
drunk.
December.
Since
I know I'm
December.
busy like all the. Yeah.
Wow. What's like stopping you from drinking? Clearly, you're not
I just have so
alcoholic.
much-
You haven't drinking since like December.
I know, but who
Fine.
says I want to get drunk? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I just have so much to do every weekend. And then the
Welcome
weekdays I
to
have
being an
wake
adult.
up and-
Yeah. Okay, well, I have to call one more person. And it's
Okay.
already like late. I just realized it was 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, okay. This always happens. I'm always like way past time. But I had so much fun talking to you.
I had
Like,
so-
we need to, like, you, I mean, you're clearly next to me all the time. Yeah, so I hope to like run into you, like get drunk or something. Like, I want to meet you. I had so much
Yes.
fun talking to you, and I'm like so buzzed,
Yes.
and now I have to call one more person.
Yes. Text me whenever you want.
Okay.
But have fun. Be safe.
Thank you. I love you. You be safe. You have fun. Be safe.
Oh, thank
Go
you.
viral
Oh,
again
yes.
as an egg. And live, laugh, love. Okay. Bye.
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 Good night.
Good night. I was like, live, laugh, love. I like sometimes saying goodbye is like so awkward. Bye. Love you. Thank you. Live, laugh, love. Like, what? This person's in New York. Is she going to be awake? Let's find out. Let's find out if she's awake. She might be asleep. Oh my god, I feel bad if she's like asleep.
Hello?
Hello?
No way.
Yeah, is this Denise?
Hi.
Hi. How are you? Congratulations, you got
Hi.
the drunkest staff for tonight.
I'm drunk too.
Yay! We get drunk together.
Oh my god, I'm literally drunk and I just dyed my hair.
What did you dye your hair? What color?
I did the 2 strands in the front, pink.
Oh my god, I love that. So on brand. I love that. Oh my god. I know you're the last person I'm calling for the night. So that means you got the drunkest version of me. So
Love
congratulations.
that. I love this.
Yes. Oh my god, my friend's my friend is like calling me, but no, I'm doing a fucking show. Anyways, how are you? You wanted to chat about something. Hold I would love to just get your advice. Call me whenever. So what is your advice? By the way, you're in fucking New York and you picked up?
Yeah, I'm up. I'm off tomorrow.
Girl, thank you. I'm so flattered.
Living my best life.
This is why I love you.
Me too.
This is why I love you. So tell me, what advice do you have? Like, what's your life? Who are you? Like, I need to know. I want to know everything.
Well, I don't even know. Wow, when people ask me this, I'm like in shock. Like, whoa, who am I?
Like, where do I begin?
Yeah. Well, something happened recently where I wasn't looking for it, but it happened. I
got the
really
dick
like
of your
someone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me
and
more.
it's just like so. It's just so weird because I'm so like good and happy, and it's not toxic.
Right? Isn't it like when you get to a place where it's like not complicated, you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I'm just here like, oh my God, like what is going on? Like I'm so happy.
Right.
And I'm just like trying not to go back to that place where I'm just like, well, maybe I just don't deserve this. Cause like for a while I was just like, maybe it's just something that like I'm doing. But then I'm like, no, you're a bad bitch. There's no reason. You're a good person. But then I'm just like, huh.
So like, wait, so you're having like doubts because you're not used to like having something good?
Yeah.
Girl, we've all been there. That's what happens when you get something good after you've had a lot of shitty ones. Because you're just used to like reacting towards like a shitty relationship. So when something's new, you're like, I gotta sabotage this. We gotta fuck some shit up because where's the drama?
Yeah, like I self-sabotage a lot. Or like when things are going really well, I'm just like, I'm gonna ghost you before you ghost me.
Right. Aww.
And I'm just like, and I've been through so many like different scenarios. Like I've had like, I had my whole phase, my occasional hookup. I even did a hookup with a friend before.
Yeah.
That ended up bad. Like I've been told to like unalive myself because I didn't want to like mess with somebody anymore.
Wait, you told yourself to unalive yourself?
No, the person who was my friend who I hooked up with told me to unalive myself. Because I didn't want to continue.
What? Sorry, it clicked. I was like, what does this mean? Oh my God.
Yeah, I know that I can't say the actual words.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. Thank you. Trigger warning. That was a great way. Like my dumbass was like, what? But now I get it.
Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we were friends for like 15 years too. So it was just like, wow, okay, so I guess I'm not worthy of like men.
Anyone who says that is like just a miserable person and does not know how, like they just need therapy. Like that, like it's just
definitely
projecting.
To them.
Right.
Yeah, but this person is just great, and it's so weird because usually I'm like, I'm gonna go for way older, no youngins, right. And he's 2 years younger than me.
It's okay. Maybe what he's been through is like he's matured because of it. Maybe he was raised better. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just don't know. Yeah, everyone has their own journey.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. I'm just all head over heels. Ew.
Oh. No, ew. We celebrate. Let's celebrate love.
I do. Yeah, and I just think about like your relationship, and I'm just like, wow, because I've heard every single podcast.
Every single one?
Like, every single one. It took me 2 months.
Good thing not all my episodes are out. There's a lot that's like archived, but still, that's 26. That's like 6 years of episodes.
Yeah, in 2 months.
So, what are your thoughts on who I was before versus who I am now? I'm just kidding.
No, the growth in you is just like wow, and I kind of like look at it with like everything I've been through, and I'm just like,
I've had so many things in common with you, and to see you so happy and you're thriving and you're just like a baddie, and I'm just
Oh
like,
my God, I'm a baddie. Thank you. I like haven't been called, like, I
of
love being
course.
called a baddie. Like, I think that's like so flattering.
No, like you're great, and then it's just like you're just doing it, and like career wise, I honestly I really do look up to you.
Oh my God, wait, that just like made my night. Thank you. Sometimes I need that, you know, because like I know like I'm, you know, like the show's doing well, like I have a lot of blessings, but sometimes I get so caught up on like why aren't things like perfect or why aren't things the way they are, and I'm just like have to remind myself that it's like don't compare, like you are you, like, you know, it's like it's tough. So no, that like thank you, like that means a lot to like
have
hear.
you actually like listened to your first episode like recently?
Oh my God.
I
No.
think you should do it.
Is it with
I think you should do it, and
Davion?
then you'll see the growth.
Is it with Davion?
I think so. I remember the first one. I was just like, love her. Oh my God, she's great. And then like every single episode till now, I'm just like, wow, the growth.
The growth
makes me so
like
happy.
even in the quality of the audio is like different, you know. It's like, oh, okay, she got a new mic.
Different, but it's great. I put so many people on.
Oh my God, thank you.
I
like
tell people
that
all the time, please listen to this.
Thank you. That means a lot. That really does. Like I can't like thank you enough. Like that makes me feel so good because it's like I get caught up sometimes just, you know, in the routine of things and putting it out. Like when I put things out, I'm in my own world. So I don't like get to see people's reactions or, you know, all I see is like numbers, but like that can only go so far. Like, you know, I don't ever get to see you guys.
And
listening to it.
you're really hands on with your fan base because this is the first official time that we're speaking through the phone, but we've actually spoke before here and there.
I think we've
really
DM'd.
random,
yeah, well, we've DM'd. I saw your DM. Yeah, we've like I remember people. Like sometimes I might like I need a reminder, but then if I I sometimes like just recognize people's like profile photos or like certain conversations. Like I will always remember. You know, I might need a reminder, but like I will always remember. You know, so because
and I remember like the first time you like wrote back, and then I was like, oh my God, it's happening. I was like, that's it. That's my best friend now.
She's like, she's my friend. She's my friend.
I went up all my friends, and I was like, guess what, guys?
Oh my God, that's so flattering. I love that. Oh. No, because it's like I feel connected because to me, like it feels so good to like have the support, and I like appreciate every like support that I get because it's like tough what I do, and like not a lot of people in my life like support it, which you actually the episode is already recorded. It's not out yet. It's gonna be out on Monday, and I talk more about it. But not everyone like supports me in it. So like having, you know, like you guys just like reach out and like want me to call you and like talk to you, like I appreciate it because it's, you know, it means a lot. So thank you.
You're literally the only person that I know of that does things like this where you call and you reach out.
It's fun. I feel bad because I haven't done this in a while because I think like, you know, when I'm moving and like just adjusting to like my new like life and like schedule, like I haven't done in a while, then people have been like, you need to do the solo pod. I'm like, I know, like it's so much fun just to sit here and just call you guys and just like act like I'm talking to, like it feels like I know every single one of you. Like I don't feel like we're strangers, you know?
Yes. Yeah, I actually, the guy that I'm interested in, he sits with me and watches the podcast too.
Oh my God, stop.
And
really?
Yeah, and he's just like, he loves Quay.
Does he? Oh, everyone loves Quay. Everyone, like, he's great for the girls and he's great for the guys. You know, like he's like that medium, like where he could get along with like anybody. I love him.
When are we getting Rose?
Right? I tell Rose. Rose just has a busy ass schedule. She's been like doing a million things, which I'm so happy for. But like our schedules just like haven't like lined up recently. So hopefully soon, because I trust me.
Yeah,
If
I
it
love
was
her. She's great.
if it was up to me, I would have Rose on the show with me every single week. I love recording with her.
Now you definitely do have a good friend base.
Thank you. I love all my friends on the show, and I'm like so happy to like share those like friendships with like all of you guys because they're all so fucking great. Like I want to show them off. Like they're so fucking cool. Sometimes I'm like,
they
damn,
really
like
are.
I'm like Rose is so fucking cool. Like I am like so proud of her. Like I want to like HK too. I'm like he's so fucking funny. I want to show him off.
God. The way that I'm on the train at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and the way that he makes me laugh in public. Like oh my God, I'm just crying.
He's so fucking funny. Like I love him. Like there's just always something with it. Like I feel like he doesn't like know that his life is like funny. Like you know, like I don't know if you heard the episode where he was talking about like, oh yeah, like it was just like a random like orgy party and stuff, and I'm like, that's not like
yeah. I was just like, what,
like that
it's just so nonchalant,
right? I'm like that shit don't happen. Like my life is so boring.
I felt that. Oh, I lived my teenage years pretty wild. Now I'm like 25 and I'm just chilling.
Oh my God, girl, you still have time. 25?
Yeah.
I am still 25 in my soul. Like I don't know what it is. Like my soul has stayed in 25. If anything, 25 is just like I'm like a more mature version of 25, but like I just feel 25 forever 25. Forever 21.
Honestly, you look like you're 17. So
17? I'll take it.
Yeah, you look really young.
Do I really? 17 though.
Nah, I'm being so serious. I don't know if it's because of like I'm in New York and people look way older. I don't know what it is. Like you look really young.
Do they look older in New York? I wouldn't know. Yeah, that's so funny.
Nah, I've seen some pretty weird people out here.
I think you know what it is. Like 31 is such a weird age because like I think that a lot of people like think like early 30s is like old, and I think people have this like expectations of what like an early 30-year-old looks like, but like at the same time we're still young. So when people are like, "Oh my God, you look so young," I'm like, "Well, 30. Like if you really think about it, it's like still young." I don't know.
No, yeah, it's still super young. Like
yeah, like I'm not supposed to look fucking like. Am I supposed to have like hella wrinkles and be like shriveled with like a cane? Like I don't know. Like what do you expect? You know? So it's
honestly can't wait till I'm 30. Can't wait.
It's a good age. You know, I will say
I'm tired of my 20s.
No, like embrace your 20s. Like like I. It's funny. Like I think I was more miserable being in my 20s, but then like when I look back at my 20s, I like really wish I wasn't as like negative about being in my 20s, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
No, that actually really does.
Like
wow.
I feel like
I never looked at it that way.
Yeah, because it's like 25 perfect time. Like I think there's like a weird, because it's like the quarter life crisis, you know, like you're in your mid 20s, you think you're supposed to have it to get like it's like the peak of like what you think adulthood should be like, you know, and like but you're still so young. And I think Quay's like mentioned in an episode before, like he was like you lived with like your adult self for like not even that long yet, like we don't know your
oh
adult
my God
self
when
yet.
He said that
yeah
oh my God when he said that I was just like yeah,
it's so true.
He just hits certain parts of my brain so well.
He does. He's really good at explaining things.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's still, you know, like I look back in my 20s and I'm like, one thing if I could go back and change is like being more like nice to myself and not like feeling like a sense of rush that I needed to like be at a certain place in my life, you know? Like I think just enjoying the moment because you're going to get older and you're going to get more tired.
Yes.
And
oh my God, yeah.
like all the energy you have now and like like there's a bit of like naiveness in your 20s that you don't realize you have until like later, but like it's like just live in that for a little bit because it's like it's fun, you know. So I don't know. I miss my 20s sometimes just for that part because I'm like there wasn't like, I mean 30s is great because you're more sure of yourself, but 20s was like you could really fuck up and like it's fine. You know, because everyone else.
No, I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
I just,
it's hard, but yeah, it's hard.
Yeah,
it was really hard.
But I really want you to know you do have a pretty huge fan base in the Bronx. Just
in the Bronx? Wait, really?
Yeah, girl, I'm from the Bronx.
And there's a huge fan base there? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Just letting you know.
How do you know?
We out here for you.
I love that.
Because I post when you post a new podcast, I post it on my Instagram, and I have my friends that tell me, "Oh my God, you listen to her too?" And I'm like, "Of course."
Oh my God! Shout out to them. Wait, I love the Bronx. Something about the Bronx just seems so fucking cool. You know, like, like as an LA girl, like I feel like I look at like New York, I look at the Bronx, I'm like, y'all are fucking cool.
We just be chilling.
Like there's a people who always like actually like thought I was like from New York because I was very like I don't know if they're just like saying that to like get in my pants, but like because it's usually like guys I would go on dates with, they were like from the East Coast. Anyways, so like I don't know where I was going with that, but y'all just seem so fucking cool.
No, I think you get that is because you're pretty chill. You're good. Like you say what you want to say.
Yeah, I think
unapologetically, but then you're also like pretty sensitive.
I'm very sensitive. Like I'm like yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Be hard, but we're not hard,
right? Like I'm out here like yeah, I don't give a fuck. You can't hurt my feelings. Like fuck that shit. And I'm over here fighting people on TikTok. Yeah.
Honestly. Fuck them on TikTok.
My boyfriend,
like the haters.
Oh, for
don't
sure.
Even think about it.
Yeah, I have to like. It's a mental practice that I'm battling with at this moment, where it's like, I think sometimes I like feel like I could save the world. You know, like I think like me saying something and fighting a troll on their negative comments could like, if someone else sees it, maybe they'll feel like not as bad about what they said. You know. And then I'm like, what am I projecting? Like, you can't change. These people like want a reaction from me. So
exactly. Also, need an episode with your ghoul.
We need. Oh yeah, no, that's coming. We're recording soon.
Okay. All right.
You're like, we need updates.
Yes.
No, I think I'm like very protective. Like not very, but like somewhat protective of like. That because I don't, part of me like just doesn't want to be like like a YouTube couple, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like I find that like just very cheesy. Like I feel like if you put so much out there, people are really gonna like expect a lot. And like I'm willing to like fucking share everything. Don't get me wrong. I feel like I've pretty much shared everything, but like I just have to have a pace with it, you know?
Something that Spanish people say, because I am Dominican and Puerto Rican.
There you go.
Something that we say is you don't want mal de ojo, like an evil eye on you.
Right. So you put
yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I'm willing to share because it's just the nature of like who I am, but like I still have to like create boundaries to not like, okay, every week or every other week you see him all the time. Like I'm posting, like even just posting him all the time, it's like I try not to do it as much because I'm like, I just want to keep like us like sacred. And like, if I feel like I'm always constantly like putting it out there, it's just gonna, you know, like, yeah, I'm just trying to live the moment with him, you know, but don't worry, he'll be coming back on. Yeah, but don't worry, he'll be back. But like that's why he's not on like all the time, just because of that. Well, I love you and like, thank you for picking up and like, chatting with me.
I will always pick up.
You're like, I will always pick up. Good to know because not everyone picks up.
I got you. I'm here for you, babe.
Yeah, no, I'm truly flattered. like that you support me like all the way from the fucking Bronx. Like, what? Y'all are so cool. The Bronx is so cool. Like that's
Thank you
cool.
so much for calling. I love you so much.
I
wish
you
you
more.
the best.
I wish you the best. Please do anal. Just kidding. I don't know.
Oh. Oh.
Just kidding.
Oh
Just
my
do
God.
whatever you're comfortable
I'm so
with.
scared. I'm so scared of that. Like, I want to, but I'm so scared of it.
Whenever the time is right, do what you want to do. But I support you either way. I love you. Like, I wish you the best in everything. And I wish I could like give you a hug right now. Maybe one day I'll go to New York and do like a live show or something.
I would. Oh my God.
Since you said they love me in the Bronx, get all your girls over there
And we're out.
and like let's get drunk somewhere in a venue and like do a live show or something.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Be safe and have a good night.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
I love her. Oh, she was so fun. Like, what? I don't even know what we talked. Like, I feel like I was so in the zone of that conversation. Like, I don't even know what happened. This is a long episode, so a lot of it is going to be cut down. I think every solo pod that I do when I call you guys, I do cut it down because it's really long. Anyways, I'm drunk now. I am going to maybe order some food and hang out with my animals. I don't know. I love this. I had so much fun talking to you guys. Like, I feel like it definitely like reminds me that y'all are like real. Like, I think sometimes things get so like become so much of like a stats and like numbers. It's like all I see, you know, is like numbers. And to really put like life behind that and just know that like, oh wait, like people are actually listening, and remember that like there's red curtains that I want to take down. And like, you know, that you guys have like listened to every single show. Like, that shit means a lot. I'm not going to cry because I'm done with my period. I'm not like on crying emotional mode, but I just like my heart feels so good. Like, this is so cool. Like, if I haven't gone to you yet, like I want to do this more, and I want to respond to everybody and talk to every single one of you guys. Like, I feel like every single person I talked to tonight, like I really felt like I already knew them. Like, it didn't feel like I was talking to a stranger. And it's so weird because like beginning of the night, I think I was like nervous because I was tired, and I think because like I haven't done this in a while, so it was like I didn't know what to expect. But it felt really good. Like, all of you guys are so sweet and like so cool. Like, I could legit actually see myself hanging out with like every single person I've talked to ever. Like, I really could see myself like chilling with like I got some dope ass fans. Like, y'all are like really cool. Like, she's from the Bronx. Like, she's in New York. Anyways, follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. You guys send me your stories. If you want me to call you, I will call you. I'm trying to get myself to do more of these episodes. If you guys request it, like, honestly, it pushes me to like do it more. I just didn't think that maybe you guys wanted it, but lately I've been hearing that like people really wanted these like solo pods. So I'm like, fuck it, then I'll do it. So if I want to know, if I hear that y'all want it, I'll do it. So send me your phone numbers, and I want to chat and get to know more of you guys. Okay, love you. I'm gonna go do anal now. I'm like drunk enough. I think it could happen. Okay, bye. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.